childhood dream is playing sports on a college level and having tens of thousands of fans shout and cheer for you and your team. This is something that every kid dreams of and at some point in time works towards. But the question that stands before us today is, should college athletes get payment for playing a collegiate level sport? This is a question that runs through many college level players' heads every day. They think about how much money they are helping the college make in terms of tickets and merchandising sales and feel that they should be compensated for their part. What if many players are already receiving payment in other forms? Veronica Majral said in the article titled, "Should College Athletes Be Paid?" The question that's being raised here is whether the amateur label is a cover for exploitation. I feel, as many others do also, that the players are already receiving enough payment through scholarships. A year's cost at one of our 4-year Mississippi public universities would cost a non-scholarship student around $20,000, but a college athlete pays none of that. Majral says that collegiate sports date back to the 1850s, and for most of the 150 years, people just played for the love of the sport. After my research, I hope to persuade you to understand why collegiate level players should not be paid to play. While many collegiate players feel they should be paid for playing the sport, I feel that they should not for several reasons. First of all, they receive scholarships, which pay for schools that most students have to either pay out of pocket or take out student loans to pay for. In fact, according to the Project on Student Debt, 7 out of 10 college graduates will have over $30,000 in debt upon finishing school. John Lotshaw, in an article titled "Paying College Athletes" from Teen Inc. said, "College is where one should gain the education to succeed in life. This means that people go to college to learn and make a career for themselves, not go to college as a career." Lotshaw says that USC received millions one year from Leinhart and Bush alone. This shows how much money colleges are able to award in scholarships for their players. College athletes who do receive scholarships graduate with standing loans. There are many a student who finish obtaining a degree start out in the real world with a big loan to pay off. If collegiate athletes begin to get paid, this might take away from programs such as the NFL and NBA. Also, people would go to colleges with no intentions of learning, which would take away from 95% of the student body that is actually there to learn. There are many ways given to college athletes that should be enough to prevent them from receiving a personal paycheck. First of all, they are allowed a scholarship to pay for the attendance of the school they would like to attend. Secondly, they are also given meal tickets and school books and scholarships to eat for free and get the required material to learn for free. Some are even provided special meals and tutors. Lastly, they are also given a free place to stay and live while on scholarship and working towards their education. Rebecca Zizzo, in an article titled "Fair Play in Junior Scholastics," said, "Many top players receive tuition, tutoring, housing, books, meals, clothing, elite coaching, travel expenses, medical care, and career counseling. When one looks at it from a bigger picture, college athletes receive 3 meals a day, a free place to stay, and books and attendance for school. For those who do not know, these things combined are told to be very high." Zizzo says that for some athletes, their perks for playing for the school could easily exceed $250,000 for a college career. For many of the college athletes, a college education would not be possible without the athletic scholarship. Keeping college players from receiving payment outside of their scholarship is very beneficial. This will keep the high school professional leagues where players are paid at a high performance. It will keep a larger number of people out of college who are not there for learning purposes. This will also make college athletes play harder and allow the best to pass on to the next level. In an article from the U.S. News titled "Debate Club," it said, "Rather than push college athletes further and further from academics, we need to bring it closer. The NCAA makes more than enough to help colleges out with scholarships, and U.S. News says that the NCAA makes nearly $6 billion annually." Kate Murphy says in an article titled "Privilege, Not Job, College Athletes Shouldn't Be Paid" from the Pendulum, most colleges and universities don't make any money off of athletics because the money generated from the program is just enough to turn around and keep the program going. I encourage everybody to make a career for themselves through any standing college, not making college a career. Murphy says this shouldn't be an issue at all because money is not the end-all be-all and isn't what playing college sports is all about. All athletes need to understand when signing with a college that benefits that will be provided and not expect or request any extras. just because they feel they are working hard, the payment for a college athlete comes in the form of an education that is completely paid for. This is just a chart of the Mississippi debt from public universities, from where the Mississippi University debt is about $27,000.